210 Boxing TV. Here with the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. Camp's about to end, tapering down. We're about, 8 days out? How you feeling?
I feel great, man. I feel like this is the best I've ever felt. I know it's kind of cliche because every fight always says that, but, I feel like where I'm at in my life right now, physically and mentally, emotionally, I'm in the best place I've ever been. I think I'm entering my prime. I just turned 26 years old in December, and I really do feel a difference. I feel strong. I feel, fast. I feel like I'm on a different level right now, so I'm very excited. It couldn't happen at a better time. We got March 25th, one of the biggest fights of this year, and I feel like it's going to be the knockout of the year. I said I was going to take Caleb Plant out, but we're going to do it. We're going to go in there. We're going to be very particular what we do, but we're still going to take his ass out, and I'm going to give him a beating he's never going to forget.
Now, I also wanted to ask you something. With Caleb Plant, right? With him, talking so much and the beef that y'all got, does that just give you extra motivation, like him talking so much?
Yeah, definitely. So he's giving me a lot of motivation. That's why I think of people that don't understand, they're saying he's emotional, he's this and that. But the people that say that, they've never been in the boxing gym. They've never been in the sparring session. They never even done the half of 1% of the things I've done. So I feel like people should, definitely just mind their own business. But with emotion could go. It could go super far, especially if you use anger as an emotion. Obviously, I'm a professional. I'm not going to go in there and try to be angry in the fight. We take the fight step by step, and we follow the game plan. We let the knockout come on its own. But as a great motivator to train, as to get extra rounds in, to get extra miles in, work a little bit harder, that's definitely a great motivator, man. And this is exactly what I've done in this camp, and the work is already done, man. So I can't wait to show out March 25th.
It seems like you're like the 50 Cent of boxing. Like you be beefing with everybody. And before the Plant fight got announced, there was other opponents being named. The Yuskakari, that you were gonna maybe fight him again. Maybe Charlo. After y'all got into it at the Spence Ugas fight, there was a lot of rumors about this and that. And then finally, the Plant fight got made. It seemed like you were searching with a big fight. You wanted Charlo, you wanted this guy and that guy. Morel was supposed to happen. All these fights were supposed to happen, and just kept falling through. And now that you finally got this fight with Plant, your first pay-per-view, you're not on the undercard, you're the main event.
Yeah.
How does that feel for it to be your time finally? You got the opponent that you've been wanting.
It feels really good, man. I do feel like I get in it's not that I get in a lot of problems. It's just that this is just what it is. You get two guys that are fighting. Obviously, it's gonna go south very quick, especially when you got guys like Caleb Plant, guys like Charlo. David Morrell's been very respectful, so I have a lot of respect for him, but not, there's a lot of guys, 9 times out of 10, a lot of these guys think they're tough guys, and I don't think I'm a tough guy, but I will fuck you up. It's just a difference. I'm not gonna let nobody talk to me in any way I don't want them to talk to me. I am a really respectful guy, but I hold my own, and I don't let nobody talk to me in the way I don't like them to talk to me. But as for this, March 25th, this is definitely what people want to see. I think people need to stop complaining about how much trash talk we're doing. This is pay-per-view.
It sells the fight.
This is what you guys want to see. When I watch UFC or I watch other sports that people get into talk a lot of shit, I get intrigued. Because I feel like we're more. It's bigger. The fight is bigger. We're more part of something. You know what I mean? But that's the thing we want. We got a lot of people split from the middle. You got people that love Benavidez, people that hate me, people that love Caleb Plant, people that hate Caleb Plant. So this is exactly what we wanted to make happen. People that are split, and that's what's gonna make a lot of people buy the fight. And not only that, a lot of people are gonna be watching because this is two of the best fighters at super middleweight, talking a lot of shit. We really don't like each other. So this is what people want to see, and I couldn't be more than happier than with this training camp. Everything was perfect. All my guys were on point. From my coaches, boxing coaches, to strength and conditioning coaches, to my sparring partners, to my training partners. This whole camp was on fire. So, we're gonna go in there. The hard part is done. I always said the training camp is the hard part. Now it's time to go have some fun on March 25th.
Talk about the sparring real quick. A lot of people, I don't think they realize who you're actually sparring. You're sparring Daniel Blancas and Diego Pacheco and other guys.
Yeah, I sparred Daniel Blancas, Diego Pacheco, my brother Jose Benavidez. I got 2 of my friends from Canada, some good fighters too. And this camp's been on fire, bro. Once you get a person like me, I got 6 guys that they're all good, and I have them come in one after another, fresh. And I do really good with all of them, back to back. Have you ever seen somebody spar 5 people for 15 rounds straight?
I did an interview with Robert Garcia. He said that at his gym, he used 6 guys, 20 rounds. Yeah, you really do 20 rounds?
I did the same thing in his gym. That's what I'm telling you. This shit's not new to me. I do this. I really do this because not only do I have something to prove, but I love it. I love the fighting spirit. I love being tired, to like, you know, being in the ring tired, and then they throw another guy fresh at me. It gives you more. You have to fight even harder. You know what I mean? And it's not always about power. It's not always about who has the most energy. Once you get in there and you know you're tired, you have to use the brain more.
The accuracy, the angles.
Accuracy, you have to use distance. You have to do all. I can do all this. You know, I can do. This is nothing new to me. I can use distance. I can use speed. I could smother. I could pressure. I can do all of that.
So you turn southpaw
defense,
too.
I have defense. I have southpaw, good head movement. You know, it's just things that people don't see. It's not that they don't see it. They see it. They just don't want to give me credit for it, and they don't want to believe that I could actually do this. But you know, I mean, I don't care. The more they doubt me, the more I'm gonna prove people wrong.
One of the biggest criticisms you've had, they always say, "Oh, you ain't fought nobody. You want to fight Canelo, you ain't fought nobody." And they made a big deal about Canelo beating Caleb Plant. Is the goal to finish Caleb Plant in quicker fashion, better fashion that Canelo did?
My goal is it's not to do that. My goal is to have a lasting impression in Caleb Plant's head. I want to beat the fuck out of him, and I want to retire him. And I know I can do this, and he's never going to be the same after I fight him. You know, mark my words. He's always going to remember me for the rest of his life. And this is his fault. He made me do this to him. You know, and I'm a man of my word. I've never broke my word for anybody. And like I said, this is what I tell you I'm going to do. I'm going to change this man. And I'm going to make sure he always remembers me.
Caleb Plant, he requested a bigger ring, right? Because obviously his plan is going to be to box, to move around, to try to outbox you, right? Do you feel like 22-foot, 20-foot ring, that doesn't matter? That you're going to cut it off anyways?
It don't really matter to me because I'm a really big guy. You know what I mean? I can cut the distance really quick. I can move around really good. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like Caleb Plant is just like he could just run and run. And
like he's like Floyd or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If I'm not going to fucking go nowhere. I'm not going to fucking be chasing him. You know, if he wants to go to the side, he wants to go do a lap around the ring, I'll let him do a fucking lap around the ring. We have to stay right there and fight. He has to come in to hit me. He has to come in to hit me too. So, I mean, we'll see what he does. If he wants to look like a little bitch and run around the ring, then he's gonna look like a little bitch.
Do you feel like you already know that you're gonna land the harder, more effective punches? That's what's gonna be the difference? Because with Canelo, there was times where he was outboxing Canelo, but he really wasn't putting hands on Canelo.
Yeah.
And do you feel like that's the difference, that you're gonna put hands on him?
Yeah, I mean, I can do it all, bro. The thing about the difference when Canelo fought him, that's gonna be a big difference between me and Canelo. I mean, me and Caleb Plant is. I'm way taller than Canelo. The only reason Canelo was getting hit because he had to put himself in there because he's short and he has
like 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah. I'm way taller than Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? I make Anthony Durrell look small and Anthony Durrell look big against Caleb Plant. So it's gonna be a whole different type. It's gonna look way different. I don't think people realize that. I don't think people realize how big I am, how strong I am, how accurate I am, how fast I am. Once you get all that, put it together, then you just, you know, it's what does Caleb Plant have on me? His legs. He is not faster than me. He doesn't hit harder than me. He doesn't know how to knock people out like me. You know what I mean? So I just let people talk, bro. And once I shut everybody the fuck up, it's gonna be very satisfying.
It seems like after the Lemieux fight, right, you started getting a lot of hype, and you know everyone started saying, "Oh, you know, Benavidez," and then you had your detractors. You know, people saying, "Oh, well, he's still not as good as Canelo, or he's still this and that." You feel like the win over Caleb Plant is gonna, like you said, shut everybody up, but get you the respect that you want, where they're like, yeah, he is a Mexican monster. Like, there's no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. But I just feel like even for young fighters coming up, bro, a word to advice to everybody that don't listen to what anybody says. If you know what you're doing is right and you're working hard, don't fucking go read every single comment, because this is how the subconscious mind works. You're reading comments, you're reading the good ones, you're not trying to look at the bad ones, but at the end of the day, the bad ones still stick in your head.
The bad one's the one you remember.
You really start remembering. You really start thinking about yourself. That's why you got all these kids now that they have mental illness, or, you know, not mental illness, what is this shit called? The one that,
like what, like depression?
Yeah, depression and shit like that. Something like that. I forgot what.
Anxiety.
So I don't forget what the word is, bro. But a lot of people, they're getting depressed because of this. Why is this the only era now that's coming up that people are getting depressed, like young kids, you know what I mean? Because of social media. Everybody wants to blow up on social media, but nobody wants to fucking
acknowledge the bad stuff about it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. There's, you know, all this social media shit is all, it does damage to a lot of people. That's why a lot of people are depressed now. But that shit, you know, what I always say, bro, they fucking hated Jesus. You know, you think you're gonna get liked by everybody. That's not possible. So if you know what you're doing, you're working hard, continue to work hard. Fuck what everybody says. They're either gonna love or hate you, you know. But if they're not talking about you, then you're doing something wrong.
All right, man. I appreciate you so much, David.
Yeah.
Anything you want to leave off with today?
I just want to thank all the fans and all my family, bro. Everybody's been supporting me since the beginning. I'm very excited, bro. March 25th is gonna be it's gonna definitely be a night to remember for Team Benavidez. Thank you.
Thank you so much.